Hi there. This is Michael Allen here for Blue York One, and I'm here in my blue chair in my blue room in New York City, which is also blue, profoundly blue, after the 3-2 win in the Bronx against the New York Red Bulls. There are three reasons why I think that New York City performed so well in that game and why the game was so tremendous to watch. And I'm going to break those down for you first. I think there are three things. The first thing is it's got to be David Villa. David Villa is amazing. There's not enough good things to say about him, but the way he takes the game on his shoulders and just powered us through that game, it was just amazing to watch. Every week I feel like I'm saying something about David Villa and how great he is, but every week he sort of amazes me more in how great he is. He scored his first hat trick in the MLS during this game, and what a better game to do it in. The first goal he had, Alexander Ring, there's a long cross and it bounces off of Ring's chest right to his feet. But the way David Villa takes that ball on his feet and doesn't just launch a shot, he does have the presence of mind to change of pace and wrong foot Robles before he takes a shot into the goal, just sort of assuring. And Robles had no shot once the ball fell to Villa's feet. It just you just know that that ball is in the back of the net. And I think everybody in the field knew that. Everybody in the stands knew that. So the first goal was amazing. Then Bradley Wright Phillips, not to be denied, he comes back and scores two really pretty goals. I'm going to give it to them. They were really pretty goals that he scored against us. And then David Villa takes over. His second goal was something I am so happy to have been in the stadium for. I'm so happy to have been a part of and to see firsthand and to watch. The way he takes the ball, he receives the ball from Frederick Berlant down the right field line, lets it bounce over his head, and then beats four Red Bull defenders. And the poor guy, I don't know exactly who it is that he wrong-footed there, but he turns him one way and then turns him the other way, and the guy's falling down. And you can just see it if you watch in slow motion on Sasha Klashin's face. You see there's a point where Sasha Klashin is just like, oh no, this is going to happen. And then he beats Robles again to the near post, which is outstanding. The shot is amazing. The run-up is amazing. It should be goal of the week. I really do think so. I don't see the highlights that I've seen from the other games. I don't see anything better, more astounding than that. He is amazing, and has scored 17 goals for us. 17 this year. The man's amazing. And again, he wasn't done. The third goal is created by him. He takes a kick to the head, basically, in the box and wins that penalty kick. So he's just going all out, and he is astounding for us. Patrick Vieira was hugging him so tightly after the game, I thought he was going to hurt him. But it was a great game for him and great game for David Villa. He is our leader. He is our star. He proved why he's the MVP last year and has made a case already, just a little over halfway through the season, to be called the MVP this year. He's amazing. Absolutely, number one reason why we won that game. Absolutely. The second reason is I do think the insertion of Herrera back into the midfield. The midfield, we controlled it more. Herrera gives us that change of pace. He gives us legs. He gives us youth and energy, and he's good. He made several moves. And God, I don't know how there wasn't more yellow cards against the Red Bulls. The foul differential between our team and the Red Bulls was kind of outstanding. There were so many times that Herrera, you see him getting hooked from behind by a player just trying to slow him down and because he's made a good move on the ball. Herrera is a good offensive threat for us. Not because he necessarily takes so much shots, but I think he did have the first shot in that game that was really dangerous. But because he creates space in the midfield and creates energy in the midfield that keeps us sort of all working together. He works well with Max Morales and Alexander Ring. The three of them together really control that center midfield there. It's a shame that Morales got that yellow card and will be missing the LA match because of yellow card accumulation. But we'll go with that. At least it's a clean slate after that. So I do think we can beat LA. I'm sad that we're getting them after they're getting reinforcements, but and a new coach. But we'll see how it goes. And the third thing that I think that we have to do is that we had that really helped the game out for us is the subs. The subs that VR chose this time, Okoli, Lopez, and they just came on. All of them came on and made a difference. All of them came on and Shelton. I can't forget Shelton. Welcome back, Kerry Shelton. Fantastic. I'm so glad to see him back on the pitch. All of them came on and made some dangerous plays or defensive stops. All of them came on and performed well. They really, we didn't lose anything. In fact, we gained when they came on. I love seeing Okoli up there with Villa. That I think the header for the third goal that sets up Villa for the penalty kick is from Okoli. Okoli's big and he's a target man, and I think it's nice that NYCFC has that, and I think we'll see him more going forward this season. See him more on the pitch. I hope so anyway. Shelton came on and did well. I think he showed that he's a quality man to have on the line. Maybe he's not a starter when Rodney Wallace comes back. I don't think he is, but he's a good big target up there with some pace, who can get up and down the wings. And my only qualm about him is that I wish that he was a little more aggressive on the shot. I would say I wish he took the shot more readily, and just there's one sequence where Villa passed it to him and he was wide in the box and he should have just shot, and he tried to dribble through, but he's still young. I know that's not an excuse. It's his second year now. He should be third year now, I guess. He should be better than he is. But he came on yesterday and looked really great. So shout out to him. And then Mikey Lopez at the end. I just want to give a shout out to him because he did come on and make a really good stop down on the baseline, on the touch line. At the end of the game, he sort of closed somebody out, and he was a small, scrappy, defensive-minded guy that came on and really helped close the game out for us. So all the subs contributed to the win as well. I'm really excited. It's been a strange July. It's been and August. It's been very inconsistent the past few games. We win a game like this, it feels fantastic. We win in Chicago. We win against Chicago. It feels fantastic. But that's been coupled with a really embarrassing loss to Toronto and a draw to Toronto that we probably should have been a win. And the Vancouver thing. It's consistency now that we need to get on the same page. Like, we need to put consistent efforts together. So I hope we go out to LA. It's a tough trip out west for us. We haven't done well with Vancouver and Real Salt Lake. Our trips west this year have not been that great, but hopefully we'll get a win out in LA and keep in the race for the Supporters Shield and for one of the top 2 places in the Eastern Conference. So thank you all. I'll see you all later, and go New York. New York is blue.